Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Yeah, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. King, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
All right, smash that like button. Let's get into it. Are you ready, bitch? Hit that like button. What? Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome.
Oh, you gotta hit it. Oh, you gotta hit it. Testing, testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing, 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 testicles. Testing, testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1638 of the Daddy Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, so we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today, we have some denutting to do, but we also have an amazing opportunity to delete some beaches. So if you're brand new to the podcast, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. Here we go. Alexa off. Yeah. So I just turned a lot of those. I just turned a lot of yours on, but it's all good. I don't mind turning you on. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Anyway, would you smash today? Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments down below. We'll bust this nut wide open. Remember, today we got some theft today. We got to delete, unfollow. We got to take away some beaches. Let's remove this and get the Scrolly McScrollerson. We'll bust this beach out of the nut. Remember, make sure you subscribe. I sent out some swipe up links on Instagram stories and all that good stuff, but the brand new Red, White, and Swole is now available. You can check that out wherever you listen to your podcast. Brand new episode is up. So after you are done with today's Mancast, if you're watching live, you can head on over there and catch yourself some Red, White, and Swole as per usual. We're coming up on some big stuff, fam. We're coming up on it. Let's bust this beach out. Fuck 'em Friday. Hashtag Fef. Let's get into it. Cover those nips and put some respect on it. Come on, man. Tessie looking sexy and proper. Leo not wasting any time. Leo not wasting a hot minute. Not wasting any time. My goodness. My goodness. Well, Friday. Of course it's a Friday. Of course, why wouldn't you, Leo? Why wouldn't you just get ridiculously drunk? It is Friday after all. All right, fam. Hashtag FEF. Hashtag some Pfeffer action. It looks like we're getting a little bit slowed down with the stream, so if it does break off, the audio will be available so you can catch the audio. It's all good. Remember, tomorrow we're back here every single day, so it is Friday. You know everyone's rushing home to get on that Netflix. Everyone's rushing home to get on that Netflix. So if we get separated, you can catch the audio on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If it does get cut off, if it does, it's all good. Catch the audio. That's why we got both. So I'm not stopping. Let's continue. For those of you that are listening to the podcast, it's all good. We don't stop for anyone, but a reminder. I think it's going to come back, but I'll announce it again. So just a reminder for anyone, it looks like it always happens on Friday. It always happens on Friday. If the stream does get cut off, remember, make sure that you subscribe to the audio because I won't be coming back on for the stream. So if it does get cut off, just catch the podcast, catch all the audio. All right, cool. Of course, it'll be a shorter episode anyway, but if it gets cut off, but it looks like we're fine. So we got Tessie here. Let's get into the tip, shall we? Oh, word, I just hit it. Nope, we'll come back. I'll do it again. What happened here? What happened to my tip? What happened to my tip? It went away. Where's my tip? Babe. There we go.
Just an inch.
There we go. Very nice.
It's cold outside.
All right. Make sure you hit that like button. And for those of you that are not yet subscribed to Red, White, and Swole in your podcast, do so. You can catch the videos on the Papa Swolio channel. So go and check that out. We have the first post of the day. Let's get into it. This one's from Casey.
What's in the box?
Bow, 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 bow. Listening to some Swolosophy on nutrition this evening. Of course, inside Swolenormous X. Yeah, hell yeah. Get your Swolosophy on. I struggle a lot with emotional eating. It's something I'm working on with my therapist, but it has really hindered my health. I often feel overwhelmed with having to eat so many different types of things and that everything has to be a certain way. Is there anyone who has gotten control of emotional eating and has any advice? Overwhelmed with having to eat so many different types of things. Why are you eating so many different types of things? Why are you getting... I'm confused. Drop in the comments below what your thoughts are. You don't have to eat so many different types of things. You just need to focus on the things that you should be eating and bringing those things into your sphere. I'm confused. What are you getting overwhelmed with? So, I mean, a lot of people struggle with emotional eating. I get it. We all get that. I often feel overwhelmed with having to eat so many different types of things. You don't have to. That's You don't have to eat the fucking rainbow. I think that's a complete myth when it comes to human health. You don't have to eat everything. It's not normal to eat everything. Human beings usually only have seasonal stuff located in a specific area that they live in. You're not supposed to eat from around the world every day. So that's not something you have to worry about. And like I always come back to, if you're eating quality animal sources, you're going to get your nutrition. So you don't have to worry about getting in everything every day. It's like going to the gym and trying to do every exercise every day. Not going to happen. So it depends on what emotional eating is. If you're working with a therapist, I mean, if you're working with a therapist, do whatever you need to do to work with your therapist. I mean, do whatever. If you're already with a professional, an eating disorder professional, maybe you need to find someone else. Maybe it's not working out. Maybe the tasks or your approach with this current therapist isn't ideal for you. You might have to find someone else, but whatever you're doing with them, just keep going with that. It depends on what's triggering it. It depends on what kind of emotional eating you're dealing with. It depends on what kind of situation you're dealing with. It's got to get more specific. Of course, we're not medical professionals here, so can only go so much with that kind of a vague intro. Anyone else who has gotten control of their emotional eating have any advice? That's super vague. Super vague, but I'm confused as to what is going on here. Feeling overwhelmed with having to eat so many different types of things and that everything has to be a certain way. I don't get that. I don't understand what your approach is there. So without that, I can't give any more of my thoughts on it. But of course, you can go and comment on this post in the Swole Fam and then see, maybe get a little bit more deeper in that topic. If she has avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. I know okay, this is going to sound insensitive, but these types of eating disorder things, I feel like this is such a first world country thing. I'm just going to go out there and say it. Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. I swear, more and more of these diseases or disorders just sound completely made up. I know they're not necessarily, and I'm not trying to minimize anyone that has these, but I think so many people, I mean, look, if you're diagnosed, okay, you're diagnosed. I mean, I could probably technically be diagnosed with a bunch of different things, ADD and this and that. You can diagnose anyone. You can diagnose anyone for anything, it seems nowadays. But avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. Only in a country and a society where you have such amazing opportunity to eat quality foods, to have so many different options, to customize things, to have so many choices. Again, too many choices. You have too many choices. If you don't have access to all these foods, you don't have to worry about the choices, right? If it's only about what you can hunt in your area, then you're eating what you can hunt in your area. I don't know. It just seems like so many of these things, the more words and the more complicated of an issue or disorder, the more you can charge for therapy and the more you can charge for medications and stuff. I think a lot of things are just, I don't know. So many of these things just sound completely made up. Not that they are. I'm just saying, literally, just on the face, I'm literally putting that out there. It's kind of interesting just to hear the way they sound. It's like trying to create an issue. Yep, that is an actual eating disorder in the DSM-V, often seen in people on the autism spectrum. Okay. What's the DSM-V? See, I don't even know what that is. Let's see. No, but seriously, let's get some more feedback. With over 300 disorders in DSM, and disordered what? DSM, what does that even stand for? In DSM, I'm sure everyone has something wrong. I don't even know what that acronym is. Brenven 3, minute I get stressed, I want to eat all this shit. I try and eat as simply as possible. When I have those cravings, I find alternative snacks like berries and nut butter with coconut whip. Let's see. I only eat grass-fed beef, lamb, and elk and deer. Do I have avoidant restrictive food intake disorder? Maybe. You avoid shit food. Maybe. Sarah, I get overwhelmed with the choice of food. Too many options. Nick, I was diagnosed with swole as fuck. I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. Diagnostic Manual of Mental Disorders 5. Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder. I've never heard that before. Version 5. That sounds like Newspeak. Newspeak version volume 11, volume 12. Anyway. All right. Anyway, so volume 5, volume 10, everyone's got a disorder, everyone's sick, everyone's fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Everything's a disorder. Look, I know people deal with things. Again, this is not, I'm not calling out anyone individually. I'm not saying that you're making it up. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying when you read like the name of these things, it's like, really? That's a thing. That's a thing. Well, one of the issues I think we can start with is just don't create that many options. If you think you have that many options, you really don't. You really don't have that many options for food. You have all these fake options, but they're not real. If you look at most of these foods as what they are, it's just marketing schemes of fake make-believe shit to try to get you to give them money. You're less susceptible to making those shitty decisions. Most of what you see in the supermarket shouldn't be going in your mouth. So they're not really options. If you look at them as like every single possible thing is an option. Yeah, but you don't have, not really. It's just there because they want your money. Yeah, orthorexia is kind of bullshit. When you're obsessed to eat only healthy foods, yeah, I think a lot of orthorexia is complete nonsense. Look, I'm sure I know there's a lot of compulsion. I know there's a lot of people that, the thing is, when you talk about this stuff, the thing is when you look at this kind of stuff, what's nonsensical about it is it's attributed too loosely, and it really downplays people that really have issues. That's what I don't like about it. I know there are really people out there that really struggle with disorders, actual disorders. The more I see these things thrown around, the more I question, come on, like, do so many people have that? Is that really a thing, or are we overdiagnosing? Honestly, I just feel most of it is overdiagnosing. And again, it doesn't mean that issue or that disorder does not exist. I'm not downplaying the fact that it can exist. But, every time there's a disorder, cool, everyone wants to be, oh, this is me. I have this. I have that. People want titles. I'm not saying you're playing a victim by saying you have a disorder, but at the same time, it tags you and you're putting a title on yourself and you're identifying as someone that has this disorder. And I feel like that's also a slippery slope that someone can have. I think that people can give themselves this identity thing like, oh, I suffer from depression. Well, now you're putting yourself under this veil of depression. It doesn't mean that you don't actually deal with it. But when you say I suffer from depression, when you think about, hey, my name is Papa Swolio and I'm a depressed person, I always have to, then you're always labeling yourself and it makes it harder for you to move forward in your life. I just think the way people compartmentalize that or form identities around these things. If you give yourself a ton of choices, if you look at everything in the food aisles and you look at everything that's created that you can eat, we have this situation where the industry of creating food for profit is so great that it's just like clothes. There are a lot of different clothing brands. You can wear them, but not everything that you make should be going in your mouth and becoming a part of your body. We think it does. So, oh my God, there's so many choices. Every corner, there are all these different types of food. These are just literal creations in order for you to pay money. It's a business. They want your money. Well, again, this is perception. It's not overwhelming. It's choices and variety. Sure. Josh, I don't like the gray area. I could get 3 different diagnoses from 5 therapists. That's true. That's one of the problems too. It depends on if your therapist is or your psychiatrist is like really happy. Like, hey, some people are just pill pushers, or they just diagnosed. You have this, you have this, you have this. Maybe you're on the fringe. Maybe you have tendencies, but then you label yourself and then you're on medication, or you're changing your whole life because now you map it around a specific disorder. Jeff, you can't charge people to treat a disorder until you identify that disorder, even if it's not really a disorder. Jarella, some people desire to label themselves because they lack a healthy self-image. Yeah, some additional thoughts. And look, hey, again, like I mentioned, doesn't mean you don't have a disorder, but I just be aware. Be aware that you don't want to over-label yourself. You don't want to identify yourself as someone that suffers from this or has this disorder, and then you box yourself into a corner. right? In other words, you don't want to magnify the concern and make it into some big mountain that's hard to overcome just because you looked at it online on WebMD or some therapist maybe mentioned it. I'm just saying, psychologically, you can fucking get yourself in quicksand, right? Okay, we got another Swole Fan Post. Let's get fucking loose. Let's get loose today, fam. We'll take a question in a second. This one's from Krista. All right, Krista from inside the Swole Fam. Remember, if you want to join the Swole Fam, now is the time. Swolenormousx.com. And don't forget to check out our podcasts everywhere. Just type in Swolenormous on your favorite podcast app. New Red, White, and Swole is now available, so check that out too. Krista, let's talk about this dress, fam. Yesterday, I was cleaning out some boxes in the garage, and I came across this dress. A dress I had bought years and years ago, but had never worn because I could almost, but not quite, get the zipper up. Nice.
Wow.
When I purchased it, I only needed to lose 5 or 10 pounds for it to fit. Anyone else super guilty like me of hoarding old clothing? I purchased it with the intention of it being an opening night party dress, as I usually work in live theater, but unfortunately it will most likely be another 6 months or a year before I'm back in my field. Well, fam, to my utter shock, it actually fits me. There you go. Getting those dress gains, right? Get those dress gains. Good for you. All right, now I just need a fancy function to wear it to before it's too big for me. Well, good luck with that. The vid is everywhere. On a small update side of things, I haven't updated in a while, but that doesn't mean I haven't been crushing it. I have about 2 more weeks left of the 90-day dash, and I started a new job last month that keeps me active and on my feet. I've been measuring my gains recently by noticing how I feel, realizing I need to increase exercise, intensity, and how clothes are fitting rather than the scale. However, I know I recently hit the milestone of 50 pounds lost. I'm also noticing a huge difference in the shape of my arms. Most of all, that has to be the 90-day dash at work. Let's get some more gorillas.
He's heating up!
On fire, Krista. Just wanted to drop in and share my small success for the day and thank you all for your ongoing support and insight. I'll be back with a real update once I finish the 90-day dash. Keep crushing it. Fucking hell yeah.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
That's fantastic, Krista. Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments. Good for you. How many of you use clothing as your methodology of seeing progress? How many of you go by how your clothes fit based on whether or not you're gaining or losing? That's a great method. When you're trying to bulk, buy clothes that are a little bit big, buy looser shirts so you can bulk into it. When you're trying to lose weight, you want to reward yourself. It's a great thing to hang on a wall or in your closet. You buy a dress, maybe that's a size or two too, smaller than where you're at now because you know you're going to see the progress, and it's enticing or it's incentive to keep going. It's incentives to stay focused. But again, I don't really necessarily personally like that. Some of you might be inspired by that and that can work for some of you, but that really shouldn't be the focus to fit into a dress. The focus should be creating those habits, those foundational habits, the 7 pillars, your lifestyle, your community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, consistency. The 7 pillars, you know what they are. Focusing on that, and then it'll lead you to that weight loss and it'll lead you to fitting in that dress. But at the same time, it's not a bad thing. It's something to reinforce, just like the swole cards on the wall and the stuff that the swole cards that we give away. Hashtag FEF, by the way. Whatever, all those things can inspire you to keep going and inspire you to keep crushing it. So good for you. Let's get some more, let's get some comments. Let's see what you guys think about that. Curious. Yeah, you're welcome, Krista. Thanks for the support, fam. Gotta run now. Thanks for the feature. Very welcome. Some gorillas. Get your ass to work, girl. Keep making those gains. Kashina, I use clothes as a marker for success. I have a pair of jeans that I'm working on getting into, only a size off. David, I use my work pants. I get into my plant and I say, how do I look in this plant? I look fantastic. I use my work pants as a scale, and if I need to use my belt or not to drop a few kilograms. Let's see what we got here. Going back to some eating disorders, a couple comments here. So many disorders can be helped with diet change, but nobody prescribes that. That's my point. Getting back to that, again, I'm not saying disorders don't exist. I'm not saying you shouldn't take them seriously. I'm not saying you're making it all up. But in many cases, people are leaning into them more. Think about it. A therapist benefits when you have problems. Okay? Pharmaceuticals benefit when you have an issue, when you're taking medication. The incentive is not to get you healthier. The incentive is not for you to change your lifestyle and not need the therapist or not need medication. Just be careful. Make sure you don't get funneled down that rabbit hole just because. And I'm not saying that your therapist, I'm not saying therapists are evil. I'm not saying that therapists are just trying to keep you sick. But we all know where this money pit and the food and big pharma, like you have to, in other words, you have to care more about your health than a therapist. You have to care more about your health than a doctor. You have to care more about your health in order to use those as tools. Use therapist as a tool. Your doctor is a tool. There are many, many doctors out there. You can get other opinions too. Yeah. Jarella, whatever positive reinforcement works for you other than food. Agreed. Don't go down that. Oh,
Yeah.
I got great results. I lost the weight. I feel great. Let me binge eat food. Not the direction you want to go. You don't want to go. That kind of takes you back. That kind of sends you in the opposite direction, right? Let's see here. There you go. Moderate carb maven. My gym pants fell down at the gym before COVID. I was embarrassed and thrilled. Oh my God, Samina, welcome back. Remember me? So I never reached episode 1000. You never did? What's the matter with you? So I gained 20 kilograms and I gained 20 kilograms in 2 years. Shame on me. Well, you're back. You're back. In 2 years. In a good way? What do you mean? You haven't listened? You've been here listening within 2 years. I'm confused, but you're back here. Welcome. Make sure you're hitting that like button too. Hey fam, who hit that like button? You hitting that like button on YouTube? Where my YouTube fam at? Come on now.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
Hit that like button, fam. Let's take a question, right? Let's take a question. Remember, if you want your question featured here on the show, drop it in the comments below with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And of course, one of the best places is to follow me on the Swolenormous page on Instagram because I post stickers all the time. And that's one of the best places to submit a question because I post it there and it's easy just to like drop it in there and then boom, and then I'll share it. Okay. So let's take this question from Recessive Jen.
What's in the box?
All right. So, Recessive Gen 3, Papa Swolio, how do you train yourself to be disciplined? Oh, yeah. Let her rip. All right. How do you train yourself to be disciplined? Now, on a Fuck'em Friday, by the way, we have to get into this. So we can bounce back and forth between this topic because Fuck'em Friday, first off, means deleting shit in your circle, getting rid of all the crap that might be gumming up your focus, right? So you want to clean your shit out. That was not a 6. Get fucked, Kashina. There's no fucking way that was a 6. Satara, you just live in that 3 out of 5. I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. That was not a 3 out of 5. That was popping. Thank you, Siobhan. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. There you go. You got a few. Yeah, mixed. Really? All right. I love some of you, fam, but come on. If I let her rip, you got to give me the credit where credit's due. Give credit when credit's due. So how do you train yourself to be disciplined? Discipline. And I say this a lot. It's about forcing momentum. So a lot of people say, well, how do I get disciplined if I'm not disciplined? It's like, how do I do a pull-up if I can't do a pull-up? Well, you got to go around it. You got to go different angles. You got to do maybe inverted rows. You could do negatives. You could do isometric holds. There's different ways to progress it and to train the same muscles in different advantageous positions that can help you do a full pull-up, like doing negatives to get you stronger for doing a full pull-up. We talk about that all the time inside Swolenormous X, and we have master classes on it. And a lot of you have gotten to do your first pull-up based on using those principles. So forcing momentum and doing it the right way. How do you train yourself to be disciplined? Well, not by just doing, you can't get disciplined just by being disciplined. You need to set those habits because the habits lead to discipline. Doing something every day leads to that discipline. This is why, for an example, I'll literally use the example of this show. So if you look under the logo on the top left hand of your screen, you see 1638. That means 1,638 days in a row we've been here for this show on the Daily Swole. And the reason why I started doing this podcast every day is because once a week isn't enough inspiration for me. there's nothing there. There's nothing pulling me doing it once a week or every other day or whenever I feel like it. It needed to be something that I had to do. It needed to be something that I was locked in. And that's why when I first started doing the podcast, it was doing, boom, I did it 12 noon every day. All right. It was 12 noon Eastern time every day. A lot of the old advertisements and stuff, the old videos, I said 12 noon Eastern time. That schedule couldn't be maintained long term. It was just getting more inconvenient with my life and different changes. So, now I have the Swole text and I let you know when I go live whenever I can. And sometimes, usually it's like around the same time, usually earlier in the day, late afternoon, early evening. It depends. Go through different periods depending on my schedule and stuff like that. But doing it every day and focusing on one thing every day, doing one thing every day, focused, whether it's making your bed first thing in the morning, whether it's doing 10 minutes of mobility in the morning, again, stacking your habits, doing a little meditation, mobility, stacking that with your coffee. I love doing that for a morning routine, walking the dog first thing in the morning, doing a podcast every day. You add and you build and you create that system every single day, whatever that habit is. So wherever you have to start, you start with one thing every day. As little as you have to whittle it down. You can go to one thing a day. Like, do one thing every day. That's why Brain Gains is so awesome inside Swolenormous X. You do just a meditation every day, 5 minutes. Do 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be 30 minutes. You can do 5 minutes. And if you're doing it every single day at the same time, or every single day before you go to work or before you make your coffee in the morning, if you're doing it every day, that is like a nexus. That's like the center point. That's an anchor point that you can build all your other discipline around, but you just have to do it. You have to schedule it. It's like brushing your teeth. You can't make it optional. So this podcast, this show, I do it every day. I do it every fucking day, whether I feel like it or not, whether it's early or whether it's late at night, like it's done every day. And that leads to me doing a lot of other content every day because it revolves around this execution. We talk about stuff on the podcast. I'm telling you about other things that I'm doing on other stuff. I'm like, hey, it all webs together in all aspects of the Swole Fam. So all the content revolves around where this has started. Because I started off doing drive while gaining and stuff, but once this became the daily thing every single day, I have a lot of other things that are numbered, but at the same time, this has always been the main piece of content. Every day, this is where everything starts. So what do you do every day? Drop that in the comments. But answering this question specifically, Recessive Jen, how do you train yourself to be disciplined? By doing the important habits every day. Objectively, you're doing it every day. It's not about your feeling or if you want to. It's about scheduling it and making it happen. You have to do it whether you want to or not. You have to force it. You have to force it and make it something that is not cancelable. And it doesn't mean things won't change. It doesn't mean your workouts don't change. It doesn't mean that different types of execution don't change. If I'm traveling, I'm not doing a multi-stream. I'm not sitting here and doing this kind of stuff. It's done differently, but I still do it every day. It doesn't mean you don't adapt. It doesn't mean you're not adaptable. It doesn't mean you don't pivot and change and adjust how you execute things, but you need to hold yourself accountable. And it's just doing it. You need your habits. You need your routine. So good question. Let's get into the first. We got a first post. Let's get into this one a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Get that scrolling. All right. Drop some dookie in the comments below.
What's in the box?
Remember, we're deleting, unfollowing crap we don't need in our circle. 7 pillars. You could download Swolenormousx.com. Community. Your environment is everything. Make sure you're deleting and getting rid of shit. People that you follow, fucking pages, podcasts that you don't listen to anymore, especially friends or family that suck. Delete people. You don't need them in your face hole all the time. All right. If you're just listening, here's what this post says. This is from danceswithfat.org. Oh, yay. But what about the obesity with an asterisk? We're fucking goddamn fucking asterisks over the word obesity. All right, but what about the obesity epidemic? It's not a real thing. Oh, really? Oh, really? You don't say. It's not a real thing, this post says. Fat people existing does not qualify as an epidemic. Okay.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Okay. It's state-sponsored, highly profitable fat phobia. Thanks for asking. Who is this person? A lot of you are saying, oh, not Reagan. Ragen. I've never heard of this person. I've heard of her now. She sounds like a fucking idiot. Who knows? How come every one of you know these people? Everyone's saying, oh my God. How do you people know this person? I've never heard of this person. So the obesity epidemic is not a real thing. It is. So first off, wrong. Like, wrong. How many times can you be wrong in one post? Fat people existing does not qualify as an epidemic. No, it qualifies as an epidemic because it fits into the classification of what an epidemic is. It's state-sponsored, highly profitable fat phobia. No, it's business-sponsored and food and pharmaceutical-sponsored fatness. I don't know. This is fucking retarded.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
I don't know who this person is. Who is this person? She's notorious. She claims she does Iron Man things. She can't even post. She can't even post on Instagram. I don't think she does anything. She can't even post. She can't even make a coherent post. What are you talking about? She tried to run an Iron Man and failed spectacularly. Well, she can't even post on Instagram. I'd be shocked if she could do an Iron Man. Who is this person? This statement is so silly, she must be an RD.
Yow.
Oh my God.
Yow.
She sounds like a train wreck. This sounds like an absolute train wreck. All right, let's get into another Swole Fan. Let's wash that out of our mouths. What's in the box? Kayla, hey everyone, check-in time. Let's talk about actually making some progress, shall we? I had been cutting things out, no buying empty calories like soda, good for you, and generally eating proper serving sizes, but on the rare occasion I experience bloating and constipation, and it's a freaking beesh. I hate it. For both health and aesthetic reasons, I've trained a lot and think 2+ weeks of clean eating and increased water consumption would truly reveal a more fit body than I've ever seen on myself. 2+ weeks? All right, well, we got to talk about this. It's a lot longer than 2 weeks. I think it's finally time to commit to this. This is all for me and my body, so I have absolutely no reason to get upset and miss snacks. They're not disappearing from the earth, but I will hopefully curb my sugar cravings by rewiring my system. Yeah, you don't need snacks. New information. Breaking news. If you eat quality foods, you're not going to be hungry. You'll be fine. Does anyone else have general advice and tips for getting started? Yeah, follow the Nutrition Jumpstart in Swolenormous X. You're already a part of the fam. You got access to that if you're an unlimited member. I've got the sample grocery list from the site, but it's nice to hear how other people experience the first couple of weeks, so you can start dropping this down in the comments below. In the next month, I'm going to post progress pics of my pre and post clean eating, and I will be proud. Good for you. Happy for you, Kayla. A couple things that I see here. Make sure you know it's not 2+ weeks. It's like 6 to 8 weeks. So make sure that you are. Ready for that. I would definitely do 6 to 8 weeks. All right. 6 to 8 weeks. Don't do 2 weeks. You're not going to get enough information in 2 weeks, but that's start. You can't do 6 weeks without doing 2 weeks. So definitely plan for longer than 2, but you got to start with 1 day at a time. And I agree. It's time for you to clean stuff up. Let's see here. No buying empty calories like soda. Good. Generally eating proper serving sizes. Okay. Generally eating proper serving sizes. But on the rare occasion I experience bloating and constipation, well, okay. Again, these are kind of vague terms, like what does rare mean? What does generally eating proper serving sizes? But definitely it's going to teach you a lot. And this is something that everyone needs to remember. And it's good to do an elimination diet now and again, whether it's a full elimination, whether you're just kind of like trying different foods or trying a couple things out. It's important to remind yourself. It's important to remind yourself what real food is and why it just reinforces that you are doing the right shit, because you forget what shitty food does to your body until you eat it. You forget what this fake flavoring tastes like. So a lot of you have dipped your foot back into eating shit. You thought, oh, I'm fine. I'll just have a little bit right now. It's so-and-so's birthday, or it's just, it's a special occasion. And then you do. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to drink this every day. I can't believe I used to eat this every day. So it gives you that contrast, but definitely dig in, Kayla, and let's drop a comment down below. Is anyone How about this? How many of you are doing the elimination diet right now? Let's see what we got going on in the comments. Jeff, I'm in week 4 and I don't really want to reintroduce. I'm pretty happy as it is. Well, an elimination diet is about what you're cutting out, and you're kind of technically always on an elimination diet. Once you start figuring out which foods are right for you, you're focusing on those foods. So for me, there are certain foods that I just don't eat. Am I on an elimination diet? No, I'm on my diet. I'm on the things that I consume. And there are certain things that are just generally, I don't want to consume them because I know it's going to fuck me up and it's not going to help me. I want to perform optimally. I want to feel good. For me, cheating is like, I had some white rice last night and I felt kind of bloated, and I haven't had white rice in a while, like 2 weeks or so. And I felt a difference, but every once in a while I want to test certain things, even like a sweet potato. Sometimes I'll throw in some more starchy carbs now and again. Most of the time I'm eating just protein and fat and fruit. But sometimes I'll throw in things just to kind of test and see, okay, I haven't had this in a week or two. I haven't had this in a few days. I haven't had this. Let me try this as, in combination, or before I work out or after I work out, or I'll still play around with certain things. And for me, I'm not restricting myself. I just know what foods work best and I know what I like to eat, and I eat those things and I make sure I get my nutrients. And it's very, very, very simple. I just don't have the cravings to binge eat garbage food. I don't bring it into my home. And I don't crave for it because I'm very satisfied. When I'm full, I'm full. I don't need to keep on fucking my face, or I have some more fruit, or I eat, or, I'm full. I don't want any more steak. When you're satisfied with, when you had a full plate of beef, it's like, I'm full. I don't want to look at food. I'm good. I don't know. When you feel good, you want to keep on feeling good. That's really what I feel the elimination diet teaches you. That's what it's taught me. I feel good and I just want to keep on feeling good. I don't even want to not feel good even for a moment. I want to keep on feeling good. I love the way I feel. I'm happy with the way I look and the way I perform. I just feel good. I want to keep feeling that way. And especially when you smell shitty food, and some of you are dropping in the comments, yeah, it exposes really like the nastiness of it. Kayla Fawn, amen. I've done it a couple times, and instant freaking regret. Papa needs a Trump sound clip of him saying wrong. Well, I do have some, I do have him here. Do I have him here?
Come on, man.
I do have one from the Red, White, and Swole. I'll get some more presidential soundboards. Josh, smelling all the garbage food coworkers eat is motivation enough not to eat that shit. Let's see. Jesse, carnivore style elimination, removing all greens, grains, and sugar. Have been gone for a year and a half, feeling better all the time. Good for you. Shane, it isn't an elimination diet anymore. It's just how I eat with real food. Okay, anything processed just takes like sugary vegetable oil now. I agree. Jarella, when I eat beans, I feel like a blimp. Moderate carb maven, couple weeks is not long. Also, when you remove bad carbs and uptake protein and more fiber will bind you up, you will adjust. Jeff, I'm down to pretty much grass-fed beef, sweet taters and berries, strawberries and blueberries. Sounds like a lot, pretty much what I eat. And deer meat, good for you. Ryojin, what's up? I can't tolerate the smell of fast food anymore. It just smells like sickness to me. Yeah, I hear you. That Fef card the Fef card's legit, right? That's fucking fire. Look at that sexy beach. Look at that sexy beach.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
You're kind of a big deal, Tessie. You're looking hot. You're looking sexy. Let's see. Smoky. Fast food restaurants have oil regarding its looks and taste. CG Lifestyle, my coworkers always have Burger King or Taco Bell. I walk in with my sweet potato and steak salad. Fuck 'em Friday. Eric's, in the deli where I work, it fucking stinks. Ugh. In the deli I work at, it stinks. Stank deli. Stank del. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's get into some more. We got a couple more poop posts. Let's get a little bit deeper with it, but good feedback. Good feedback. Remember, hashtag #FuckEmFriday. Now is your chance. Look, it's your environment. It's time to get rid of all the junk food. Clean out your closet, clean out your pantry, clean out your friend list, clean out what you follow on Instagram, just delete your subscriptions, just reset. Use this time as a chance to reset. Yvonne, my mom got Taco Bell the other day. I can't stand the smell of the leftovers when I open the fridge. Ugh. Well, here's the thing. The more you do, once you do the elimination diet, you are going to find out a lot about what foods work best for your body. Then the information that you gather, you're going to be able to make better decisions moving forward as to what choices you should make on a daily basis. You'll know which foods, you'll know if you're able to have a beer. You'll know if you're able to have a glass of wine. You'll know based on your decisions what they're going to do to you. And I'm telling you, the more you focus on real food, legit, the less you're going to be able to tolerate those things because they're trash. And I'm not saying just alcohol, but junk food. The more you're going to be repelled by it because you'll taste how artificial they are. Oh, yeah, we need to follow up on that, Jeff, for sure. Yeah, you need to update that. Remember my anti-racism stance I spoke about the other day during the show? Need to write an update post, and it's perfect for Fef. Do it. Do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it here on the chat, but do it. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
That's deep.
All right, we got some dookie. Let's get one more here. This is a little silly one. We'll do this before we get into the next Swole Fan Post. This is a little silly picture.
What's in the box?
It's silly. Riot, don't diet. It's not really a rhyme. You have to say it a certain way. Hashtag Corona15 equals fat phobic. Aw, you whining.
You would fully tell me.
Go fuck yourself.
Aw, riot, don't diet. No, don't riot either. Hey, just saying, don't riot either. And the Corona15 is not fat phobic. That's being pro-fat. That's eating junk food and being lazy because of a pandemic. So using the pandemic to trash your health doesn't sound like a good idea when you need your health to fight against the virus. So, methinks you aren't too intelligent. Just saying.
What's in the box?
Just saying. All right, Mary. Someone at work was positive for COVID-19 and now I'm off work until the 9th. I don't know if I'll still be paid. I'm stressed as fuck and I just want to eat some shitty food and lie in bed. I'm legitimately tired right now, so I'm about to take a nap. Hopefully, this all seems better when I wake up. Well, if you get your brain back online, it will be, but I could get some advice, motivation? Sure. I'm worried that I'll fall back into old habits. Well, don't. It's frustrating because I've been waking up at 5:30 to go to the gym before work and now have nothing to do but be lazy in a house full of junk food. Why do you have a house full of junk food? Throw it all out. Why do you have a house full of junk food? I'm just going to be very objective. Just being objective. Why do you have a house full of junk food? That shouldn't be a problem. Your environment should be where it's fucking controlled. There's enough junk food out there. Don't bring it into your house. I know it's going to be hard, so I guess I'm just looking for some encouragement or accountability. Thanks in advance, Swole Fam. Well, thank you for posting, Mary. I'm sorry to hear about that. But keep to your schedule. Keep to your schedule. Wake up at 5:30 and train at home. Still do it. Why can't you still keep to your routine? That was a big reason why people fell off during the first shutdown or lockdown, because everyone just completely changed their routine and they just gave up because, I'm not going to work anymore. And I do understand sometimes your gym is in your building on your way to work. You go there, you work out, you shower, you go to work. So I do understand that it can change your whole kind of flow, but you don't have to change your flow. You can keep that same flow. But what concerns me more than anything else is, why are you surrounded by all this? Because you say now you're at home surrounded by junk food. Fuck that shit. You see how this is where willpower is going to break. You can't just always maintain that fervor. If you're keeping your body or you're keeping yourself surrounded by it, even in the privacy of your own home, then you're just putting yourself at risk, because you're not going to be able to hold off forever if you're depressed and you want that little wallow in self-pity. Sure, that's what junk food's for. That's why so many people stuff their face to cope, and that's why so many people are obese. Let's get some more feedback here. Apply for unemployment immediately? Well, I don't think she's out of a job. She's off work until the 9th. That's just what, like a week? 11 days or something? 14 days? A person. There you go. There you go. Let's see. A disease doesn't care about your feelings, is going to attack the weakest people. Do your best to not be one of them. I agree. Jed Ryan, it's called junk food for a reason, kids. Don't treat your body like a dumping ground. Couldn't say it better myself. Brenven, Corona 15. I lost 15 pounds since the start of Corona. Good for you. Let's see. Kayla Fawn, get rid of the junk and get out of the house. Can't be lazy in the house. If you aren't in the house, go hike, camp, etc. That also might be hard because it is November. So people are dealing with fucking snow already too. Might not be the easiest thing, but yes, I agree. Let's see. Annika Skulanda. Focus on your health during the time off. Use it to your advantage. Ryan Tolan. Keeping the junk out of your house is a giant thing. It's super easy to eat it if you don't have to work for it. Game changer. Keeping dirty AIDS dicks out of the house. Oh, shit.
Yow.
Shampoo my crotch.
Let's see what we got here. Night Grape, 9 out of 10. Great pitch on that one. Thank you, Ryojin. 6 out of 5, 6.5. From Josh. Kashina, 7.5. Tough crowd. Siobhan, 7 out of 10. Thank you. Moderate carb. Losing my gym blows, but I kept going with the light weights I have. Training, cardio, not changing my diet. Oh, yeah, a lot of you. Shoot, I'm in Arizona, so it's perfect hiking, canoeing weather. No, I agree. I'm in Florida. I just wanted to put it out there. Like some people are like, shoot, go hiking or camping. It's like 10 degrees. Just putting it out there that we don't know where Mary actually lives. But more information. I mean, the junk food thing. Look, when it comes to the 7 pillars, again, if you don't know what the 7 pillars are, the link is in the description, swolenormousx.com. Just click the top of the page. You'll see a link or a big red bar for downloading the 7 pillars. But your community, your environment, if you keep junk food in your environment, you're more likely to cheat. You're more likely to go down that road. You're more likely to indulge because it's there. If it's not there, you're not going to eat it. You're going to have that impulse to consume it because you fucking know it's there. If it's not there, it's not possible to consume it. It's not possible to wallow in misery. Mindfulness, make your brain gains, meditation, exercise twice a day, do a training session and do a yoga session. Like fill up your time. Don't be a beast. Just go camping. Yeah, fuck the cold. You're cold? Yo, you're cold, you baby. Stop being such a baby.
Come on, stop whining.
Stop whining. Go outside anyway. Oh, we got a post. All right, the last shit post for today. We got one more Swole Fan Post as we wrap up. We got the Swole card. Remember, #FEF. Remember tomorrow's Swole Saturday. Sunday, we got Ask Papa Swolio live. And of course, we have another accountability meeting with new releases on Monday for Swole Fan members. So if you want to learn more, swolenormousx.com. A couple things just before we start winding down here. Brand new episode of Red, White, and Swole is available now. So that was uploaded before the podcast. So you can go and check that out if you haven't yet subscribed to that podcast. Full episodes, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Check it out. And of course, wherever you follow this one, wherever you listen to the Daily Swole, you can find the Swolenormous audio experience and you can find Red, White, and Swole. So let's get into what's in the box, fam. What do you think?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? I'll show you what's in the box. The Fat Sex Therapist. And this is a starry picture. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful starry sky. Thinness is a white supremacist beauty ideal. And that's it. That's the post. Just leave it like this. Let that fucking hang. Let that hang like a ball bag, like a sweaty ball bag. Let that just hang like mistletoe. Just dangle that out there. You fucking lunatic. Thinness is a white supremacist. But no, what the fuck are you talking about? What you talking about? If you're black, you can't be thin. If you're brown, you can't be thin. I don't care what color. Thinness is a white supremacist beauty ideal. You are out of your fucking mind. And this is what? Virgie Tovar, right? Fat sex therapist. If that doesn't explain it already.
Some crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
I hate this bitch. Fuck the fat sex therapist. No, I clicked on the wrong one. Jojo Dodo. Jojo Dodo. That post makes me regret leaving the womb. Or Sonali, right? Not Virgie. Sonali Rachatoire. That was it. It didn't sound right. Yeah, Sonali. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. They're all the same. They're all the same. All fat people look alike, right? Oh, is that white supremacist of me? No. But Virgie Tovar is one. The fat sex therapist, that's right. That's Sonali Rachatoire. Rashitwant. Rashitwant? Well, should we just call her Rashitwant? Sonali Rashitwant. Sonali Rashitwat. 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 Sonali Rashitwat. Okay. Sonali Rashitwat. Sounds like she has it sounds like she has a, maybe, did I solve the riddle? Maybe she has a rashy twat. Maybe that's why she's so upset. Maybe that's why she's so cranky. Maybe that's why you cranky, Sonali rashy twat. All right.
What's in the box?
Matt Damon. That was a full Matt Damon, but this one is not a Matt Damon. We got a Swole Fan Post here. This is from Mike. Happy flu. No, Flex Friday. He grew up in a small town, was an average student, a quiet guy with a few friends, eventually got a decent job, a house, and got married. Then, out of nowhere, he was bitten by a flu bug, and that changed everything. Look up. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Virus Man. Just a quick pop in to say I'm feeling better after almost a full week getting sick or being sick in bed. I tested for the Rona and luckily I didn't have it, just a boring old flu. So now I'm back on my feet, and since I missed another week of training, I'm going to work my way back up to week 12 of Swole season. Let's get some gorillas there, man. Get some gorillas. Get some gorillas. I've had a few setbacks, so it's going to end up a 30 to 35 week program for me, but whatever, right? Anyway, fam, stay safe, stay clean. You don't want Virus Man knocking on your door. I agree. No Virus Man.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking...
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer. This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
That's what it feels like when you get sick. You're like, I want to get the fuck out of this fucking house. This fucking house sucks. It's a fucking prison. Good for you, Mike. Good for you, baby. Good for you, baby. Go you get some, Mike. You get some, big cactus. You fucking savage. You fucking manimal. All right, fam. Good stuff. Good questions. Who else we got here? Oh my God. We got this one. We got to take one more. We got to take one more question. This is from Instagram stories. Ladies or gentlemen. Check out this fucking, this is a shit post.
Get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass.
Not the poster, not the person who asked the question. Dumb Bitchkas on Instagram. Papa Swolio, my thoughts on gym intimidation. I'm getting real tired of dirty looks from 16-year-olds. What the fuck are you concerning yourself with what a 16-year-old thinks? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? What are you talking about? What you talking about, dumb bitch cuss? Thoughts on gym intimidation? Nothing. That's on you. That's on you. If you're getting intimidated, you're the one that's getting intimidated. Who cares what a 16-year-old thinks? Who gives a shit? They have like a partially formed brain. Who cares? Get the fuck out of here. Who gives a fuck what they think? Fuck that kid. Fuck that beesh. We got one more question. Let's follow it up with this. The hits just keep on coming. The hits just keep on coming. Where's my... Jamie Cannon. What should I eat to lose 50 pounds? Oh, I'm tired of these vague questions. What should you eat? No. Jamie, you need to focus on what you should not be eating. check out our content on elimination diet. Go to swolenormousx.com, download the 7 pillars, get your brain working, start unprogramming, start unlearning all the bullshit. Don't worry about the calorie counting. What should you eat to lose 50 pounds? You got to set some good habits. I suggest you start with the 7 pillars. Yes, less. Eating less, getting rid of all these junk foods. So it's more about what you're cutting out versus more so than what you're actually need to eat. So you need to start. Jamie Cannon, you need to get started the right way. So I would start, go head on over. I'll put that down below just for a second. Check out swolenormousx.com. If you've never been there, download the 7 pillars. It's right there at the top. That's such a fundamentally basic question. Elimination diet is great. We talked about that earlier this episode, but the elimination diet is a great way, the best way in my experience, to determine which foods work best for you. It just takes you building the right habits and discipline and fucking investing and being emotionally invested in your progress. Right? Emotionally invested. You have to care. And we'll wrap up with this. You have to fucking care. You have to give a shit.
He's heating up!
No one can care more than you, whether it's your doctor, whether it's your therapist. You can have every disorder under the sun. You can have every issue under the sun, but no one's going to give a fuck about your health or should give a fuck about your health more than you. You have to get it done. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You have to do what's right for you. Okay? And fundamentally investing and being really passionate and curious as to how your body works and what your body performs best with. That's the best way to do it. If you don't give a shit, you're just going to follow, hey, how many calories should I be eating? What are my macros? Oh, do that? Cool. You follow the bouncing ball, and then you deal with all these side effects the rest of your life. Just because someone that you saw online eats a certain way and they count their macros and they weigh every last fucking thing. I mean, going down to the source will help you learn. So you don't have to carry around an app or a calculator all the time when you're eating. You can make decisions based on your own intelligence and knowledge of how your body works and what foods that you prefer, that you perform best with. You need to understand how to fish, right? You need to understand how to take these tools and how to apply them. If you're always just looking for an answer from someone else in any realm, you're not thinking for yourself and you're vulnerable. And that's why people fucking fail or they fall out of their routine because they don't actually have that source, quote, give a shit or give a fuck about their own health. They think everything's outsourced, that there's just an answer just across the board. There's obviously a lot of ways to succeed. And that's why we all have subtly different nutritional profiles and dietary approaches here. So, if you're completely unplugged and just think there's an answer out there for you, yeah, there might be, but you have to find it yourself and you have to actually approach it. And the best place to start is your foundation. Your foundation. It's more about what you're cutting out than what you're adding. It's more about what you're cutting out, right? Train hard. Train hard. Yvonne, so many people looking for an easy answer, not wanting to put in any real effort themselves. I see you, Justin. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. I see you, baby. All right, here. We got some Swole Fam action. We got some card action. Let's get some fucking music going. Who wants some hashtag theft today? Look at that sexy beach. Nope, not a chance, Falcon. Not a chance. Hashtag theft. Who's got it? Third scroll. Fourth scroll. No. Oh, we got one round in. One round in. One more coming. I think we got on this one. Another one. Another one. We're close to the top here. Going back down. Josh, no hashtag. Krista, no hashtag. No, third round. Is it coming? Drop that hashtag down below. Hashtag theft. Hashtag theft. Did you guys use this hashtag? I'm not seeing a lot. I've seen a lot of comments on that hashtag. A lot of you are missing out. I'm landing on a lot of people with no hashtag. Nope. Tainty deli meat. Oh, where's the music? Hold on a second. Let me get this out. No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. I had to like read. I didn't even scroll on that one. Hold on, I didn't even scroll because the music wasn't even done yet. Nope, now it's coming back on. Wait a second, I got to reset it. There we go. Now we got it. Scrolling again. Josh again, nothing. Nick, no hashtag. Smokey, no hashtag. No hashtag. I'm coming back down. I'm coming back down to the current chat. I'm coming down to the current chat. Ryojin, congratulations. I told you I'd come down to it. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Jesus Christ. And that was a long one. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1638 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. Been a hot minute. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations, Ryojin. See, you never know. You got to keep on dropping it. But here's the thing, fam. You need to drop the hashtag earlier in the chat, not just at the bottom when I say it, because I go all the way back up and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll. And then I come back down. I scroll and I scroll and I scroll. I'm landing on so many comments. I don't have a hashtag. Help me out, fam. Give me a hand. My God, so many comments to choose from, but no hashtags. My goodness. Anyway, congratulations, Ryojin. Make sure you send us that email. We'll send you this sexy ass motherfucking swole card. It's a good name. It's a good name, Ryojin. It's a good name. Drop that comment down below and let's nut this beach. Look at that sexy Tessie. Sexy beach. Here's sexy beach. Nope. Not a chance, bish. Fare thee well, Tessie. Very nice. Ah, very nice. All right, that's good. That's good. Excellent, excellent. Not the best drum solo, but it's all good. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1638, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. I will see you tomorrow for 1639. We are already 1639. In closing, there is more content available. So we got new videos up on the Papa Swolio channel, but you can also catch the Red, White, and Swole. It's available now. Remember, this is also a podcast. Subscribe to all the shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Just type in Swolenormous. You'll see all 3 podcasts and more to come, as always. So check out all the content, and I will see you tomorrow for 1639. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. Whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my